So it's the week after Truckfest and we are out in the brand new Mercedes. We are loaded with a very well known famous snack. I don't know if it's famous actually, but we are loaded with some crisps which they have kindly donated us 2 bags of, one which is a pre-release for Christmas, which is very nice of them. Even though it is currently August and they're talking about Christmas already, but we are loaded with, I think it's only about 12 or 13 pallets of crisps to go down to, I was rudely interrupted. We are only loaded with about 12 pallets of crisps and we are heading all the way down to Milton Keynes, and this is ideal because this means we get to really test the Mercedes, not with weight, with fuel economy. Cheers, big fella. I am very interested to see what this will do all the way down to Milton Keynes with 12 pallets on of crisps. So I think we'll be lucky if we've even got 2 ton on. So basically we're running empty. And this is going to be a good test for the Merc. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset the second trip meter, because I normally use a second trip meter for the 4 weeks worth of work, not the day, but the day resets every day. So trip 1 resets every day itself. Trip 2 never resets unless you reset it. Trip 3 is never resets unless you reset it. So I'm using trip 1 as my daily, trip 2 as my weekly, trip 3 as the total for the week, for the truck so far. I mean, I could reset it after every month and just get the monthly total, but yeah, and if you can't tell, I'm a little croaky now because I'm so tired after Truckfest. This is the only thing about this road, or this place to load at, is you've got to join on the A90, which is an absolute chaos place to join when nobody really moves over. Oh, there we go, we've got an opportunity. Let's go! Check my mirror cams, make sure there's nothing coming, and just use the accelerator to just get up to speed quick, because last thing you want to do is cause an accident on a road like this. So we are on our way down to Milton Keynes. If you haven't seen already, this truck got sign written just before Truckfest. Now I was going to make a video on Truckfest, but I actually didn't. I'm sorry, I enjoyed myself too much. Had a few too many jars and just kind of forgot about it. And by the time I was able to do it, I was too hungover and not interested in making any sort of video. So I'm sorry. I'm still tired. I still don't really have that sort of confidence to film in public, especially an event like that. So I was going to try and do it, but I didn't. So sorry. You'll just have to take the little bit of video I took before Truckfest, the prep we put into the Mercedes to make sure that it was ready to go, and the walking floor. So what I'm about to show you is the trucks being sign written beforehand, and obviously you'll see it after it's been sign written, so enjoy. So the Truckfest prep continues into the next day, and we currently have the new Merc and the new walking floor in the shed at the yard to get sign written today. So sign writer's turning up at about 10 o'clock. It's currently soaking wet after last night's behaviour with the rain, and we're basically going to get, well, trying to dry it so it doesn't get soaking wet. Well, it needs to be dry to sign right, so we need to try and get the water off, which I bought this squeegee thing, but it's naff. There you go, I've broke it already. Mechanic. Trying to squeegee some of the water off, but yeah, it's not going very well. God help me. So then, this will be the last time you see it before it's sign written. So then, that is the truck sign written, ready to go. And I don't think you're actually quite ready for this, because I am very impressed. But we've had a busy day. I'm going to show you what we've been doing first. We've had a good clean around the wheels, get all the brake dust off them, all that sort of stuff. Ready for Truckfest tomorrow. Give all the back door a bit of a clean, all around the hinges and stuff. Again, ready for tomorrow's Truckfest. Yeah, sneak peek of the walking floor. Again, wheels this side cleaned, ready to go. And the reason why I'm so dirty, I don't know if you can see it, because we've been polishing that fuel tank. Ah, look at that for a mirror. It's not as good as probably some people get, but it's as good as I'm going to get, because I'm not really into that. But it looks good for the Truck Fest on Friday, which we're heading through tomorrow, which is currently Thursday right now. The big reveal then of the new livery for O.G.BROUGHTON. Here she is. How sexy does that look? Very, very cool if you ask me. We've got OGB sort of fading through the colours. Grey and green, my favourite colours. My colours, you know what I mean? So grey and green writing for the OGB on the top, and then on the top we've got O.G.BROUGHTON up there. I think this looks sick. On the front then we've got O.G.BROUGHTON at the top, and then we've got the same sort of design continuing through with my nan's name on it. So the last truck, which is actually currently sat over there, I've just had to move that forward so I can get this truck out, was named after my great gran, which is Marjorie Ida Brindley. This one is named after my nan, which is on my mother's side. The last one was on my father's side. This is on my mother's side. This is my nan, bless her. She sadly had a terrible battle with cancer towards the end. So this truck is named after her for that. And then we've got the walking floor. We've got O.G.BROUGHTON on the side, and we've got my partner, Cam Logistics, the guy that I sort of teamed up with to get this walking floor work done and started, because I wasn't in a position to do it myself. And obviously on the back door we've got Cam Logistics as well, and O.G.BROUGHTON. So it's a partnership between the two of us for this trailer. Yeah, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this position right now. And if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing with me right now. So the two of us make a great pairing. And I have to say, the two logos together actually look really good. I think the orange and the green, and the black and the grey and all that complement each other really well. So yeah, I'm fairly impressed with that. They look really, really smart. And this truck is actually, it's mine. It's got nothing to do with him. Yeah, that looks really, really smart as well. I'm very, very chuffed with that. So we're just about to pull her out the shed now, drop this trailer. I've got two trailers to go pick up around the corner that have been getting inspections done. And then I've got to go home and pack a bag and get ready for Truck Fest tomorrow. It never ends. So yeah. So we need to get ourselves back down to my yard. We had to change a tyre this morning on the trailer because we had a puncture. Thumbs down. I got absolutely conned by the tyre man by him telling me that it was knackered and needed a new one, even though I know for a fact it was just a puncture. But I had to go and get some stuff for the lorry before I got back, and he basically took it, and that was it, done. Tyre was kaput, apparently. So I need to whip by the yard, and we're going to retorque that wheel because it needs retorqued. So we're going to head to the yard, get a retorque, and then we're going to continue on down to Milton Keynes, and hopefully we're getting good fuel economy. So far on the way up we're at 11.3, and I had to go to a farm and drop empty tatty boxes off a farm and then come up here. So I would say we're going to be like low teens, I think. I hope. Depends on the wind. I've also got these curtains as tight as I can get them to try and take out the little vibrations, which obviously ruins fuel. So I've got them tacked as hell. I'm in the most fuel efficient truck I've got, and I'm very, very interested to see what this does MPG wise down to Milton Keynes, because I mean we're basically empty. This could be like the most profitable job we've ever done. We've arrived back at the ranch quickly just to torque this wheel, but before we continue, that's currently what we've been doing since we left Perth. So 45 miles, we've used 4 gallons of fuel, an hour and 2 minutes, 43 mile an hour average and 12 mile to the gallon average. 12 mile to the gallon, that's ridiculous. So we need to grab our torque wrench, torque bar, extension and a socket, and I think it's this one. Let's go and find out. Too big. Try again, shall we? Should say on, but it's too dark in here. What's that, 32? I think it'd be a 32. Again, let's go find out. Ho ho ho, you dancer. talk about. Grab that, grab that, talk some wheels. And there we have it. Wheels talked. Bar back. Put things back. Nothing goes missing then. Beautiful. So we need to head down to Milton Keynes now. There's a wee splash of AdBlue in this one, I think. Yes, there is. I chucked some AdBlue in that truck so I don't have to fill up on the road because I shouldn't use that much AdBlue because I'm not that heavy. Splash of AdBlue in the truck, and then yeah, we'll hit the road. I think I've just spilt more than I've put in. Great. I'd sack a boy for that. Shoes off at the door and they stay very dry. Fair play. They don't get wet at all. The speed. Sounds more than likely for a shower and something to eat. I'm trying to remember how to get Milton Keynes. Probably straight down the A6. Maybe junction 38 actually. Might not be a bad shout. Now our tipping time is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, which means have I just been caught talking to a camera? I've just been caught. So our tip time is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, which now means that I don't know if I'm going to make that or not. And just like that, in 9 minutes driving, we're back on the motorway. That's how close my yard is to the motorway, and that's north or south, obviously. So pretty decent yard to be spotted in. The downside to it is that it gives you no driving until you get onto the motorway, and then this is now us until we get all the way down to Milton Keynes, pretty much motorway all the way. So, but it's where these things come to light. Cruising along the motorway, 56 mile an hour, chapping on, doing its thing. Hopefully the fuel's good. Wind seems to have died down a bit now, so hopefully we don't get much of a headwind, and if it's a tailwind, even better, so it gives us a bit of wind behind us to help us along. That will improve the fuel economy. We'll see. We're down at 11.2 now, which isn't handy. I've obviously got a heavy right foot, so we'll just see how he gets on. But quickly, we're going to whip off here. I say quickly, not quickly, but we are going to whip off here and go into junction 45 truck stop, junction 38 truck stop, and grab ourselves a shower, some food, and a 45-minute break so we can continue on the rest of our journey without having to stop again, which would be ideal. We might even grab a wee splash of motion lotion because we've got a quarter of a tank left, which is fine. To be fair, a quarter of a tank would probably get us there, so we'll probably just chuck a couple 100 litre in, keep the fuel bill down a little bit this week, and yeah, just go for there really. To stopping here all the time. When I worked for the previous company, when we used to do a job out of Liverpool, this was like the perfect halfway in between. I used to come in here all the time. Me and another lad, Stuart, spend our lives in here. Let's grab some diesel, because I'm sure if you get enough diesel you get a free shower voucher. It just depends how much diesel you need to put in to get the free shower voucher, but I'm sure this is the one that we need right here. Pump 14. Right then, so we chucked 200 litre of fuel in, which has given us 3/4 of a tank of diesel total. So that's fine, because now we can chap on the best we want to and not have to worry about stopping again. All we need to do now is just whip round into the park. I'm not putting the seatbelt on. Whip round in the lorry park, go get a shower, go and get something to eat. Listen to my awful tunes. Get a shower, get something to eat, and then we can chap on the best we can. Please enter, no ticket. Great. I have had a bit longer than a 45-minute break, an hour and 7 minutes, so it's time to get back on the road again. Ignore my fact that I've got no socks. I've not got socks on. My feet look like the front of this lorry. So I've picked myself up a wee lemon drizzle cake and a cookie for later on, and I am just about to head to, where am I heading to? We're heading to Milton Keynes. But, of course, whenever I stop, I can't just stop and go and do what I need to do. I've got to do everything else whilst I'm at it. So, that's fine. Of course, we're okay with that. That's part of the job. But yeah, we're just leaving T-Bay there now. Need to put my seatbelt on. And we're about to head to Milton Keynes. So then it's the following morning, and we managed to get parked up last night in some services, and we have currently had 9 hours and 6 minutes rest. So it's time to get up, get ready, and prepare for the day ahead. So then obviously we need to do our vehicle checks, make sure things are still good, and stuff like the dog clip and that's clipped in, which we'll manage to do, obviously. Brand new tyre. But what I wanted to show you was inside the back door. Because this is our load that we have gone all the way from Perth down to Milton Keynes. I think it's like 12 pallets, something like that. Anyway, it's fine for me. I get paid for it, so it's up to them. And vehicle checks completed. Put enough time on the card to register the vehicle checks. We are ready to go. Now the annoying thing is, that suspension level off, yeah. The annoying thing is, we're about an hour short. We're going to get there at 9:15. Now our booking time was 8 o'clock, so we're an hour late. So yeah, we're an hour late, and I don't know how well they're going to take it. I've got a feeling when you get there they're going to go, "You're late." I mean, an hour is not the end of the world, but yeah, it is what it is. An hour left. 56 mile, an hour and a bit. It's 8:10 now, so, but worked until 11 o'clock last night, so couldn't start till 8 o'clock. And now we're about to hit like some mad rush hour traffic, probably. Which is great. I don't know why it's called rush hour traffic, because nobody's bloody rushing. So then we're just about to come off the motorway in half a mile, and that's us heading towards Milton Keynes, 7.4 mile away from Aston Martin DBX. One day I'll have one of them. We are just come off the motorway just now, and
unknown caller.
There's the phone. Fuel then. 13.2 mile a gallon since we left Perth. Now I know we've only got half a load on and it's half a load of crisps, so we're basically empty, but still 13.2 miles to the gallon. Even I've done this run before on the V8 and it wasn't even anywhere near that. It was 8 and I was happy with that. So yeah, we're saving a fortune here. So then finally we have arrived at, turns out it's M&S, not Co-op. Everyone kept telling me the Co-op, but I've just checked the paperwork, it's M&S, because I couldn't actually find the place. So yeah, we're here. We need to get unloaded. We're late, so they're probably going to moan about that. Only by an hour and a half, so I don't think it's the end of the world, but we'll soon find out, I suppose. There's a queue. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the script is. I don't know how it works here, so we'll go and find out, and we'll get this tipped, and then we'll spin around and head up to, I think we've got a Whiz Beach for a reload, which is a bit of a commute, but I think that's the best we could do, so I think that's where we're heading up next. So we've arrived, but because I'm an hour and a half late, they've now parked me up in a bay, and they'll come and tip me whenever they can tip me. Great. So there we have finally got tipped, and we are now heading over to Whiz Beach to go get loaded with, from Prince's, so I'm assuming it's cans. Be cans of something back up the road. Arriving there on site at 9:30. It's now 12:15, so nearly 3 hours on site. Not the end of the world, because I get to spend 3 hours on the laptop catching up things, so perfectamundo. And we are currently doing 13.2 miles to the gallon. Great success. Right then, so actually it's Friday lunchtime and I'm finished for the day. We're just getting these 30 boxes that we had to lift off in the yard, chuck back on, ready for Sunday's work. Yeah, all in all, a good week. Very impressed with this Mercedes, with the fuel economy. So then, we've driven from started today at Todd Hills, at the petrol station at Todd Hills. We've done 111 miles at 9.7 miles to the gallon. I mean 9.7, so that's loaded from Todd Hills up to Bells Hill and Glasgow area, and then Bells Hill back to Stirling empty, just to get these boxes chucked on ready for Sunday morning. And we've done 9.7 miles a gallon. I mean, I don't know if this has just been normal figures and I've just not used to it with the V8, but yeah. The whole trip, so from Errol down to Milton Keynes, tipped, across to Wisbeach, loaded, up to Bells Hill, tipped, and back to my yard in Stirling. We've done 865 miles, 351 litres, so not even a tank of fuel, and 11.2 miles to the gallon. 11.2 miles to the gallon on a round trip. Granted, we had a half load of crisps on the way down. Of course, there's the phone goes. Granted, we had a half load of crisps on the way down, but we did have a full load of like cans and Prince's Foods, which is like oils and chopped tomatoes and beans and all that sort of stuff, like heavy stuff, full load all the way back up to Bells Hill. So I'm taking this. 11.2 miles to the gallon. 11.2. The other thing is we've done 351 litres. So if we did 351 times, what's the fuel price this week? So this week's fuel price is, as I've just found out, 144.88. So let's do 144. Let's do 145. Let's round it up. So 351 litres times £1.45. So that total run cost me in diesel £508.95 plus VAT, but obviously we get that back. So 508 quid in diesel. So for 2 days work, because it didn't start till late on the Wednesday, sorry. 2 days work, and we've done 500 quid. It's £250 a day in fuel. I was £300-400 a day in fuel. I think this truck is actually about £150 a day in fuel saving against that V8. That alone pays for the finance for this truck a week. Like, in what I'm saving on fuel, and I've not got any maintenance on top of that. This Mercedes has been an incredible buy. Like, as I said before previously, this is a business decision. This was purely for business. Like, I only bought this because this was going to be better on fuel, better on maintenance, a bit more, less stress, not as attractive to certain enforcement force. I think they're going to pull a V8 R Series Scania over a brand new Mercedes any day of the week. Not that I'm trying to avoid them, it's just one less sort of hassle to worry about. A brand new truck's obviously going to have less issues with it than a older truck. So I think this has just been one of the best things I've done, and a business decision that I just don't think I'll regret at all. I don't think, unless it starts to give me bother in the future, but then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But so far, apart from a wee electrical niggles, if you don't start it properly, it doesn't like it, and it throws up a few issues. So you just need to, when you start it, you need to press that start button, let it wake up, do its thing, let all the lights go out. Once the engine management light goes out, then you can start it. And once it's done all that, it's absolutely fine. And I don't know if I showed this earlier on, but I bought a light board from, again, is it Truckboards Island, I think they're called? From Truckboards Island, and they supplied me the one for the Scania, and they've supplied me this one for the Merc. I need to fit it and send the boy some pictures because he's never seen one in a pro cabin before. But we've got ourselves a slight problem. If we were to hang it up here, it's a bit big because there's a lip here, so it's not going to sit on that lip. The other option is we hang it up here, which is fine, but nobody will see it, so it's a bit pointless. I don't know. Let me know what you think we should do. We can hang it here, but it's going to be on the bed, but you will see it through the windscreen. Whereas if we put it up here, I don't think it's gonna be as good or as effective, but it will cause less issue. It will get in the way less. I mean, the cab's bloody massive, so I don't know what to do with it, but it looks cool. So we'll get that wired up at some point and fitted. I'm just trying to get my gear ready. I'm gonna take the bedding home to give it a wash. I need these tighty boxes on. Just gotta get out of here. I just want to get home. I've got all this paperwork to bill. I've got loads to do. So an early finish on a Friday afternoon is okay with me. Well, then that's pretty much everything. Out the lorry, ready to go. Ben's there. Need to go home, get washed. And that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching, people. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe the same as usual. And we'll see you on the next one.